And for people that know me, I like to come up with little taglines. So I'm going to start off by the tagline that I came up with. So successful leaders and employers will see the shift, they will embrace the shift, they will adjust to the shift, and then they will guide their employees to excel through the shift. And the key to transitioning through this COVID-19 is communication, 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 right? If employers haven't started communicating as of yet, I'd go, oh, you better hurry up, right? Employers, leaders should already be communicating. And so what should they be communicating? I go back to the basics when I'm dealing with my clients. What is the company's mission? And when the employer is communicating the company vision and mission and goals and objectives, it's important to let your employees know how their contributions contribute to the success for that organization. So it's going back to the basics in terms of communicating. Then it's also adjusting to this new norm. We are used to in-person meetings and we're used to picking up the phone. Well, now we're going to have to get used to virtual meetings, right? We're going to have to get used to interviewing virtually and training online. So we're going to have to, as much as, I hear some people say, oh, I'm all zoomed out. Well, Zoom is the new norm. So Zoom is also going to be progressing and changing, meeting the needs of employers and people working at home. Leaders are going to have to learn how to communicate differently online because they're not in person. So there has to be more check-in to make sure that your employees understand where you're going and how you want to get there. So leaders are going to be really accountable for just growing and coming out of themselves, being more active with their employees, being more engaged, being more present, and taking advantage of online platforms, taking advantage of digital marketing, having digital business cards, making things easy for their employees. One of the goals and one of the roles of a successful leader is to remove the obstacles for employees so the employees can be successful. When the leader is removing obstacles that an employee encounters, then the employee is able to deal with the customers more effectively. And so as a leader, you have to put yourself into your employees' mindset. Employees are the most valuable asset right now, and especially high-performing employees, right? These are the individuals that are going to take you to that next level, that are going to help you transition through this COVID, that are going to help you to be creative, help the company to be creative. And so as a leader, you have to make sure that you have a toolkit, if you will, a plethora of ideas and tools that you can use to communicate more effectively with your employees. And you have to realize that you're going through change. The leader is going through change, the employees are going through change, and it takes time. So you have to be patient. You have to, stay active, stay engaged, be present, check in, and make sure that everyone is on the same page. There's no playbook for what we're going through now. And some of the things that we're going through, we're making up the answers as we go through it. So we're going to have to be patient with one another. We're going to have to set clear expectations. We're going to have new orientation, right? Because if some of those employees have been out of the workforce for a while, you want to make sure that they're clear about going, like I said, going back to the basics. What's the plan? What's the goal? How do we want to achieve it? And so communication, communication, communication. So again, I'll kind of put some buzzwords. What the leader should do to get folks that have been out for a little while, connect, right? Convey clear messaging about where the organization is going, how the leader is going to usher those employees to get there. have a commitment to succeed where everyone succeeds, the team succeeds, and start actively listening to confirm and to check in to make sure that everyone is involved. The leader is the spoke, and this, you know, if you think of the wheel, the leader is that spoke and guiding everyone. And then I think for the leader, have some work-life balance, because a lot is going to be put on the leader right now to help guide. So realize that there's work-life balance that needs to take place for the leader as well, so they can continue to be amped and charged and ready to go.